Alright, hey guys. This channel idea is just gonna be really simple. It's gonna be, is this blank conspiracy real or fake? That's probably not gonna be what it's called because I can't actually tell you if any conspiracy theory is technically real or fake. I can just say, well, I'm pretty certain it's real and I'm pretty certain it's fake, you know. And the most easy one I'm gonna do first, just because I want to go in easy, is the moon landing. Spoiler alert, there's no validity to it being faked. If we will get into that, I will break it down. I will give you some real evidence too. Argument one is they don't have the tech to go back. Technically true, technically not. I will tell you why. Argument two, they faked it on the sound stage. And then I'm gonna also define they use CGI. Yeah, whatever. And like, those are the only two arguments I can really think of that make enough sense to even justify. Yeah, so then I'll just, you know what? Let me just talk about it. Yeah, is we can't go back today because technically you saying that isn't wrong. I mean, the best conspiracy arguments are the ones where you're not 100% wrong. We really couldn't go back. Even if we really wanted to, we couldn't go back right now. And this very moment. But if you gave NASA like a year, I bet we could go back pretty easily. And I even say we can go back with more shit and just go back with a lot more everything. It's a lot more, you know. But people say we can't go back, and that's a good argument. It's not. I just disproved it. We can actually probably go back right now. The more that I think about it, I think SLS single-handedly could take us back and land on the moon within like, I would say like a month. They just have to program the lander to actually work or just teach somebody. The issue about going back mainly is safety. We're a lot more safe these days. We don't, you know, we don't want another Apollo 13 or Apollo, God forbid, Apollo 1 happening. So, yeah, we're just safer. So, we could go back. Just technically, when you say, we're not the technology, you're technically right. But you're also kind of just ignoring plain facts. Argument 2, I'm gonna have to go with the moon landing's like fake, and they faked it on a soundstage argument here. You couldn't do that, flat out. I don't even today. I think today you probably could get a lot closer, but there would probably still be like minute details fucked over. But let me just explain it to you with just a photo I took and a photo from the moon. And I want you to really look at the shadows, you know? What do you notice about the shadows? Well, here's the picture I took. You can see the edges of the shadows are very like blurry almost. Well, on the moon it's very clear because there's no air resistance basically. There's no atmosphere for the light to go through. Okay. And then the other shot I'm gonna put up right here is this one. It's a pretty basic shot. It's just a video of like them kind of going towards the moon. But if you're asking, well, how does this prove anything? There's no air. There's no air again. You can see it. There's no atmosphere. In order to fake that, you would have to basically like get out an entire sound stage, and not even. You need a stadium, like an NFL-sized stadium. Somehow convert that into a movie thing. Make it pitch black in there. Probably make it a fucking vacuum while you're at it. And then just like film this. And that's not possible. Right? Even today you couldn't fake that. You just couldn't. But the government has a lot of money. No, not that much money. And the last argument that we will take care of about the it being faked on the soundstage bullshit is they're using CGI. I heard this argument like a few times, not very often, not as much as the soundstage. I'm just gonna put up a clip of CGI in the like 1990s, and I'm not even gonna really add anything. So here's a clip. It's a pretty. You can see how bad it is. Like I don't have. Imagine the 1960s. I'm not gonna. I don't even think they could do CGI. And whilst I will agree with the government having better technology, I actually do not think the government has better computing technology. I think they have better, like, mechanical tech, you know? Like, I think they probably have rockets that can go faster. I bet they have missiles that can go, like, faster than they say. I think they have more of those, like, those type of things. I don't think they have better computing. Because if they had better computing, they would basically have, like, a computing company who can make chips better, right? And they buy chips from Nvidia and AMD. Those two don't go together. They wouldn't buy like they wouldn't do that. So overall, I would give the moon landing, from like a validity of a argument you can have, like a 2% of it being like, oh yeah, they faked it. It's 2%, okay? Other minute details that I didn't even throw in there that could make the argument better is that the Russians straight up said we landed on the moon. Why would they do that? Like, if we faked it, there was any evidence, they'd be like, yeah, these guys are fucking, they're frauds. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They said, yeah, they landed on the moon. Those capitalist pigs. So that's what they did, okay? Anyways, the moon landing's faked. The Earth isn't flat. In the next episode, we will talk about whatever the comments want me to talk about. If no one comments, I'll just do the Earth is flat because it's an easy one. And I want to save the better, more interesting ones until I have at least somewhat of a following, because those ones are a lot funner to go into. Alright, see ya.